turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Vikings still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And really, it's just sort of been one thing after another, Charles.
It certainly has, and they're one of those teams that while all teams talk about starting fast, that's like, top of the run, this team never has. That's been an issue for them all season long.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Looks good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cunningham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Cunningham. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And that's complete to Adams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Trying the left side with Gibbs. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
In motion right goes Adams. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
touchdown, Vikings! Devontae Adams with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
2nd and 10. Cunningham to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Cunningham looking to throw. Got a man here. It's Bryant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Once again, he finds Slayton.
Touchdown, 49ers. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners get a bit closer. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts.
It's caught here by Adams. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Hurts. And he is caught. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
I get it.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 30. 129 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete to Addison.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is caught. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play.
Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I sitting in the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Cunningham.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A play fake, now Cunningham.
They'll get this to DiMercado.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And I think the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Another run for Gibbs here. Now he's free to midfield. Avoids him at the 40. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hand off down to Gibbs. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. 2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Addison hauls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. The kick by Lutz is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Cunningham. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On the handoff, it's DeMarcado. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Amari DeMarcado, 63 yards. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there, and he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And quickly, they get to the line. Cunningham.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
The give is to DeMercado.
Fights off the defender. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now a first down throw, Cunningham.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run, it's DeMercado.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Cunningham. Rolling to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Amari DeMercado.
with his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. Pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From the end zone, it's Strong. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, here's Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 211 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And Gibbs has it. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it with Gibbs. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The give, right side for Gibbs. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now run by Gibbs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Again from the 15, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is 3rd and goal. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets. You ever offended my clearly cracked the mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit, so you can save now. This ain't the end, and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights of going.